Yo guys, Codelife here. So in today's video guys, I'm going to be covering a few pro player updates that have happened very recently. We've got Bugha, who's changed his mousepad and an in-game setting. We've got Mongraal, who's only gone and changed his Fortnite sensitivity again. And I'm not joking guys, this time it feels like he might be back to changing it weekly, like we all remember. I could be wrong, but we will have to see. And alongside Bugha and Mongraal, we've got Tfue, who switched out his keyboard. Same with Mongraal, it feels like Tfue is doing this weekly now. It just feels like Mongraal changes his sensitivity and Tfue changes his keyboard every single week. So apologies guys if it does feel a bit repetitive on the videos. If you don't want me to cover these updates, I completely understand. Just let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. I would love to cover other updates guys, but unfortunately these are the only updates we've gotten recently. So with that being the case, it will only be a short video today. Which by the way, before we do get into it, I want to quickly say that I would appreciate it greatly if you could all drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and use Codelife in the Fortnite item shop when you do purchase any skins, as by doing that guys, you'll be helping me out a ton. Now, let's start the video off with checking out Tfue's new keyboard. So for Tfue's new keyboard, it isn't exactly new guys, he has just switched it out. He went from previously using the Ducky 12 SF in the colour white, to now being back to using his custom $3,500 keyboard by Tier Types. That's right guys, he's back on his most expensive keyboard ever. Which, I'm going to say this right now, I couldn't be happier that he's back on this keyboard. I know that that might sound weird, but with Tfue changing his keyboard quite frequently, I was worried that he might not ever use this super expensive keyboard ever again. And if he did that, like if it just got dust, that would be the saddest thing ever just because of how much it costs. I know that some of you might be thinking like Tfue would never do that, but guys trust me, I've seen pretty much all of Tfue's peripherals and he has done this before with very similar priced peripherals. Like he'll just put them away and never use them ever again, and it's like the saddest thing ever to witness. Now though that he's back on it, I'm super happy, and I hope that you guys are as well, as the keyboard is absolutely beautiful. If you guys haven't seen my breakdown video of this keyboard showcasing every single component in it, I recommend checking it out guys, as it is super interesting and you can see what components make up a $3,500 price tag. I'll leave a link to that video in the description below. And yeah, that's Tfue's sort of new but not new keyboard. Let's now move on to our next update, Mongraal's new Fortnite sensitivity. So for Mongraal's new Fortnite sense guys, he's actually decided to lower every single sense option. His X and Y values went from both previously being set to 5.2% to now being set to only 4.9%. His targeting sense and scope sense took a similar turn, but for these in particular, Mongraal has straight up nearly halved them. His targeting and scope sense went from previously both being set to 52% to now being set at only 25.9%. From those changes right there guys, it looks to me like Mongraal did not enjoy the higher ADS and scope sense at all. If you remember in my last pro player updates video, I covered in that video Mongraal's new sense change, and he did attempt to try out a higher ADS sense and a scope sense, like he pretty much doubled the both of them. However now, as you just seen right there, he has went back to what he was previously using, and that is those pretty much in half, like around the 25% range. So yeah, it doesn't look like he enjoyed them at all. I'm not really that surprised about this to be honest, as when I did first see him change these sensitivities, I did find it quite weird that his X and Y was low and his ADS and scope were high, but now that they are both back to being low, that's his X and Y and his ADS and scope, that makes more sense to me. We will just have to see though how long Mongraal does stay on these exact sensitivities for. As I said in the intro, I do have a feeling that this could be the start of Mongraal changing it weekly again. Like a few months back, it got to a point where he was changing it every single week, and it literally got the point where he was trolling me with his sensitivity changes, and I don't want that to happen again. But as a little fun game guys, leave a comment below on what your prediction is for Mongraal changing his sensitivity next. I'll be the first one to predict it, and I'm guessing 6 days, but I'd love to know what your predictions are in the comments below. And yeah, that's Mongraal's new sense change though guys. Let's now move on to our final update of today, Bugha's new mousepad and in-game setting change. For his in-game setting change, Bugha has now turned on confirm edit on release, and I think the reason for why he's turned this on is to fix a current edit bug that's in the game right now. If you guys have no idea about this editing bug, what I'm talking about here, I recommend checking out this video on screen. Halfway through that video, guys, I talk about this bug that got introduced with the Season 2 update. And guys, I'll tell you this right now, it is a nasty editing bug. The bug pretty much adds a edit delay fatigue when you do sprint and edit at the same time. So it sort of like jolts you while editing. I'm not joking, this bug is awful and it makes editing just feel horrendous. The reason I'm bringing up this bug though is apparently if you do turn on confirm edit on release, this stops that bug, like it completely fixes it. So if you do put 2 and 2 together, that is the only reason why I could imagine the Bugha has turned on this setting. I could be wrong, he might have just made the switch to confirm edit on release, as I know a few other pros have been trying to do this over the past few months. In my opinion though, I don't think that's the case. I think he has just turned on this to fix that editing bug just until Epic Games do sort it out, which I'm hoping Epic Games do very soon, as this bug is super annoying. If any of you guys watching do know if Bugha has said that he has made the switch on stream, let me know in the comments below, and if it turns out that he has made the switch, I'll be sure to let all of you know in a pinned comment. That is the new setting change that he made. Let's now move on and check out his mousepad change as well. So for Bugha's new mousepad, he's now joined many of the Fortnite pros and legends out there, and he's got himself a BenQ Zowie GSR SE mousepad. The one that he got is the deep blue version, which looks incredible as you can see on screen. The reason I say that he has joined many Fortnite pros and legends is because he's joined the likes of Mongraal, Metro, Benji Fishy, and so many other Fortnite pros that use these mouse pads. In previous videos, I've talked about how good these are, guys, so I'm not going to repeat myself, but it's good to see that Bugha has finally joined them, and I can't wait to watch Bugha and see what his performance is like on this new mouse pad. And by the way, this replaces his old SteelSeries QCK Plus mouse pad. And yeah, that's Bugha's new mouse pad, and actually all of the updates I've got for today. If you guys did enjoy this video or found it helpful at all, be sure to leave a like on it, subscribe to the channel, and use Codelife in the Fortnite item shop when you do purchase any skins. By doing literally any of those three, you'll be helping me out a ton, and it really would be appreciated. And yeah, that's all I've got for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all have a great day. Peace.